Hi, this is Anne. Today I'm going to paint these eyes and I'm going to do it in oil. But first of all, I'm going to give it a wash with my acrylic inks. And then when that is dry, I will paint on top of it. The colors I'm going to use is my white, burnt sienna, cadmium orange, alizaron crimson, maybe a touch of my Prussian blue, maybe a little bit of Paynes grey. And then I'm going to put this Impasto medium for all into this because I want it to dry quickly. So if there's another color that I will maybe use, I will link it in the description. But for now, I'm just going to use this color. First of all, I'm going to just put the wash on this. Just get a brush. What you can do if you've got a pencil sketch and you are scared, or a charcoal sketch, you are scared it's going to wash off when you put on your wash, you can just give this one coat of this artist fixative. Let it dry and then do your wash. You can also use your rotring tiki or maybe your Sharpie peel off China marker in black or something like that will also work. Just be careful not to put too much water on your canvas. If it repels a little bit, then you've got too much water. So I will, that's a problem, almost a problem. So I'm just going to drop in my purple. And I'm just going to quickly wash this whole board. This helps. So if you start to paint on top of this, you don't need to cover every little, there's a hair there I think. You don't need to cover every piece of the background. You can let some of these washes show through. So that's all I'm going to do now. Then I'm going to quickly dry this and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. You can use mediums with your paint if you like. You can use your thinners and all that stuff, but I don't like to use them, so I would rather put on a acrylic wash and then just start painting over that. But feel free to use your mediums if you would like to. I just got a little bit of a chest problem, so I don't like to use it because it then I start coughing and everything, so for me I don't like it. So I'm just going to quickly put on a dark wash. Well, I call it a wash, it's not actually a wash, but it's just my burnt sienna and my orange and my cadmium yellow. I just want to quickly cover the background area. I don't want to paint it too thick because I'm thinking about maybe flowers, putting flowers on here or something like that. I'm not going to worry about the background too much. I'm just going to concentrate on my eyes and we'll see what I do next to them. So I'm just going to make it slightly darker around the nose, so not too much. As I said, I don't want to go into noses and everything at this moment. I just want to do the eyes. I've got a soft brush here. It's actually better to use a stiff brush if you're working with oils, but I just take what I think will work for me for that, and then I just start. So I'm not, kan ek nie net op praat nie. Just make sure you don't lose a hair or anything. Then if you lose it, just pick it up like that and take it out. It's very easy if you just push your brush against it, it will pick it up. Okay, for now I'm just going to start with my whiter area, lighter area, don't know why I say whiter area, and that will be a little bit just on the top of the, what do you call it, above the, what do you call these? I will get the word now, but it's just above those area, that area there. And then I've got a little bit of a highlight running down the nose, and that's maybe too much. You've got a little bit of a highlight on the cheeks, as well as a little bit more of my pinkish color. Because the blood vessels is nearer on your cheeks, you will need to lighten that a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to get a smaller brush now because I want to start to work around the eye area. Just slightly darken that area a little bit more. I could have moved the eyes more to that side, but I wanted it to, to put a flower or something maybe there. Okay, for now I'm just going to take my medium. I'm going to go into a little bit of, you can even use your blues. Let's try a little bit of my blues now. And I'm going into those shadow areas that you always have alongside your nose there. You've always got this depth around that area there. And a little bit, remember your eye is a ball. So from your, I still haven't got that word in my brain now. From that area up to where that darker area underneath your eyes is, that is where your ball shape is. And then you've got your eyes that forms that opening there. So I'm just not painting very thick at the moment. I'm just darkening some of my areas. And put a little bit of more of a light area there. As the sun is coming from this side, right hand side, it will cast a it will make a highlight there, and maybe even a little bit more here, but I will go on to that areas now. I'm not going to worry too much about that. I'm going to start with the eye. So you've got this dark area around your eyes, it's in between there and there. Just want to put a little bit of my burnt umber with the blue. And then you've got this rather darker area around your eyes there, but it's got a highlight there, but I will highlight it a little bit later. Then you've got that fold, that's a little bit darker in the fold there. Then you're going to have a highlight then again there, and a little bit above the eye. So I'm just putting a little bit of my blue in there for the interest. And then you must always remember your face is shaped like a ball, and you've got a roundness over your whole face, so on the sides of the eye it will be a little bit darker with the highlight there. And it's with the mouth and everything like that, it's also the same. Okay, I'm just going to take a little bit of my white now into my dirty color there. I don't know, it's Paynes grey and everything that you can think of. And I'm just going to put in the shadow part first of the eye. It's the white now that I'm working with. I could have made these eyes a little bit more open. I think they would have worked better. Your eyelid is casting a shadow there. And then you've got more than a lighter color around the eye, where your color of your eye will be. I will be highlighting that a little bit more. And then you've always got the pinkish color on the inside of the eye there. It's maybe a little bit too dark, but I will lighten it as I go along. Now I'm taking a little bit more of my orange with my brown. Looking for a little bit more orange. And I'm going to put it in on that area there. Then I've got a darker area there that I can actually maybe use my burnt umber, or maybe even my Paynes grey. So I think I'm just going to take a little bit of my Paynes grey, and I'm just going to put on a shadow color there where my eyebrow is going to be, so that it will work better for me if I've got a dark background, just to highlight on top of this with my highlight color. I'm going to make it slightly darker there because that's where the side of the face will be, where the hair will be casting a shadow maybe on the side, as well as that side there. Okay, for now I will be putting in my Paynes grey in the black area of the pupil. And I'm slightly going to darken Okay, now I will think I will start maybe with my blue. I'm just going to make my eyes blue. And I'm going to darken the area there a little bit more. And then as I come down, I will slightly put in a little bit of my lighter color. So I'm just putting in a little bit of my blue, and I'm taking a little bit of my white into my blue. And if you decide where your light is coming from, say it's going to from the right hand side, then your highlight will be more on that side and that side. I just want to put a little bit of my burnt sienna in this as well. And then I'm going to take my white and just highlight a little bit into that area. If you really want, you can maybe make a little bit more marks into the eyes. If you look closely, it depends on how each person's eye is different. So I'm going to take a little bit of my Paynes grey with my blue, and I just want to make it slightly darker on the sides. I'm just going to put in a little bit of my white just to see if it's going to work. I'm putting it in my black and a little in between those two colors there, between the black and the blue. You can also take a little bit more of your pure white on your brush. Remember, my brush is not clean. And just put a little bit around the area where the color of your eye is, the blue or brown or green or whatever your eye is. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my Paynes grey. Now you can see, usually you can see the inside of your eyelid a little bit. So I'm going to take my orange with my white and a little bit of Paynes grey and everything that I need. And I'm just going to put this in the inside of my eye. And And then there in the at the bottom of the lid, I'm just going to make it slightly a little bit darker, as that lid is casting a shadow onto my eyes. And then I'm going to put a little bit of my Paynes grey just around this area, from the outside to the inside. And maybe that's too much. Let me just quickly rectify this. And then the areas in the corner of the eyes, I'm going to make dark, because that's where your eyelashes will start. And the eyelashes always tends to, let me just get a piece of charcoal. If this is your eye, then your eyelashes always tend to go over the skin there, like that, where you've got this piece here that's lighter, and your eyelashes will come out of that area there. So remember, this overlaps a little bit. It overlaps your eye a little bit. So I hope you understand that, what I'm trying to show there. So now I'm just gonna put a few of my lashes on the outside of the eye. The side is always difficult for me. I'm just going to put in a little bit of eyelashes here and there. I'm doing it with a slight curve, and when I come to the front, to the middle of the eye, just remember they are almost straight, and then they go out to the side again. So I've overdone it there at the side. Just want to take a little bit of it away. And then you've got this area here, also at the outside of the eye, that also gets a little bit of eyelashes there. Now these ones, I'm just going to highlight a few of them. They go almost like that, then they go a little bit to the side, and then they slightly turn to the bottom again. So okay, let me just see quickly. I can put in a little bit of my highlights there. I'm just putting a little bit of texture here and there. You can also put a little bit of a highlight onto your eye on your lashes, I mean. Just highlighting that area a little bit more. Just want to slightly lighten these areas around these. Then you've got a little bit of a highlight again underneath the eye. That is maybe too much, but I will fix that now. Must have put that in before I started with the eyelashes, I forgot. I just want to quickly get a look. I think I'm basically done with my eyes for now. I'm gonna start thinking of what I'm going to do with the flowers that I want to put inside on her face. I just want to put a little bit of my red in these corners as well. And just make sure your eyes are at the same. Must be that side and that side the same. Like if you can take a line and take it through there. Just gonna put a little bit more of a highlight on this areas here and as well as that area there. That's too much orange. Okay, so now I think I am going to draw in some flowers and start with it. Just want to make a little bit slightly darker there, maybe it can resemble hair or something there. Just taking my Paynes grey now. I've got this daisy, so I'm thinking about something like that onto her face. So I am gonna take my pink and I'm just gonna try and make myself maybe one there. I will just see. If it doesn't work, it's one of those things. Remember, if you've got your center of your flower, let's make the center round there. So I'm just going to take a little bit of my burnt sienna into my pink, or a little bit of my blue, or whatever. It's going to work for me. I will just see, and I'm going to slightly darken it a little bit and putting a little bit of my blue into that. I'm just going to try and make a loose flower. And I always work to the center of my little heart. I want to go over that area there, so what I will do is I will take a little bit more of my white and I will just slightly break that line that I can overlap that area there. We just get a little bit more white. Maybe I must put 2 flowers there. I think I'm going to put 2. I must have thought about that before I started, but as usual I did not. So I'm just going to put in a little bit of a heart at that other one as well. As I got one that's facing me, maybe I can do this one here without, you know, that maybe goes into that area there. I will just see. So if my little heart is going to be around somewhere here, then I'm just going to take my darker color again and I'm going to slightly go around my little heart. And then I will start building up my petals. And remember, I'm always keeping in mind to go to the center of my heart there. The side I'm going to slightly make a little bit darker. I'm going to make it bigger as well. I will come back and I will put more white on top of that one. I think I'm going to maybe put one here as well. And I think that will be enough. I'm not going to put too much on. I'll see if I go along. Sometimes I change my mind. This one is going to be slightly going off my canvas. And I'm putting in a little bit of blue with this one, as I want to change the colors a little bit more. I'm thinking I'm going to put a little bit more of that blue into one of these. I like the dark color, so I'm just going to try this one. Remember, if you paint wet into wet and you've already got thick paint there at the back, just take a lot of paint on your brush and softly touch. You can see me changing my colors very easy with that technique. Now I'm just going to take my white and I'm just going to go over my flower, that one especially, because I want to have that one in front. Just want to slightly darken that area a little bit. I forgot to put in my medium, so my white is going to take a long time to dry, but maybe just put a hint there that there's something happening there as well. Okay, now I'm just going to put in the little hearts, and then I think I am almost finished. I'm going to take a little bit of my burnt sienna and just make myself a dark area around the little heart. And then I think I will take my white with a little bit of my orange. I'm tempted to take a little bit of my yellow. Let me just get yellow. I don't have yellow. Otherwise I can just maybe take a little bit of my... No, I want the bright yellow. We'll be back in a second. Okay, I've taken out a permanent yellow light. And I just want to pop that in my little hearts there. And I think I'm almost finished. So what I will do is I will just write my name there, and then I think I will stop. But I'll write my name in a while. So I hope you enjoyed this. I can maybe put a little bit of more of my black around some of the areas while I'm at it. Okay, before I say goodbye, I just want to show you, I don't like that flower that I've put there. So I just want to take it out, and I just want to show you, if you take a little bit of your burnt sienna and your orange and your white, you can just erase that very easily. Just wipe the brush every time. And then you can just smooth that a little bit out, and there you have it. The flower is gone. So don't be scared if you made you made something a mess or you don't like it. Wipe it off with your brush while it's wet, and you can even wipe it off with a piece of tissue paper and just go over with your same colors that you used there, or do as I did. Wipe it off every time you wipe it, and with a brush, and just just make sure that you've got the colors on the brush that's in your painting at that piece. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I will definitely see you next time, and you must have a lovely day. Take care.